is a respectable score when it comes to duos?
Respectable, I think you're going to be putting up somewhere probably in the 50 mark for kills. Really good games will be approaching 70 if I had to guess.
Oh,
but
wow.
We haven't had a lot of tournaments that have been duos, because usually when it's like the duo format, it's like the wager style, so they're playing quads but 2 versus 2. It's not usually in the regular duo mode, and duos can be, they're interesting because, yeah, I don't know if you've played much in the, like, if you play quads, it's pretty fast paced. People are flying around because they have teammates, but duos almost plays more like solos in the sense of it's a little bit slower pace. People camp a little bit more. You have to hunt after kills and really keep the pace going for a big game. But Allman, unfortunately for him, he's in the gulag early. We'll see if he can win it with the carbine, but going up against the CDL jersey might not be the easiest fight, but there you go. He's able to hit the 2 shots.
Yeah, and Tommy was sent here as well. So both players from one of our favorites in this tournament sent to the gulag before they could even touch the floor of the Superstore. Tommy's got him lit up, though, and that one's going to connect. Both coming out, and they continue to search for kills. We highlighted it earlier. Tommy, one of the greats to come out of the UK, one of the best competitive players turned full-time streamer and Warzone player for the Dallas Empire. And then Almond, one of the breakout stars of 2020, alongside the rest of his squad that took first place in the original Challenger Series competition. This has been a player to watch. And you look at his KD overall. The man has over 15, closing in on 16,000 kills with a 5.59 KD. That's in the top 20 for sure.
Yeah, no, that is an absurd KD. Anytime you're over 5, that is just elite stuff. And yeah, no, he's an incredible player. This is going to be one of the duos to watch to really make a run. But early deaths in Super, I mean, that's just part of it. If you're going to go hot drop, you're going to have some of these. But thankfully with this format, you know, you have 3 hours to post your best 4. You can take the high risk plays, go for high kills. Not going to really slow them down. But if you don't watch a ton of Warzone, and maybe you watch the last Challenger Series, and now you're watching this one, I mean, the game has changed quite a bit. When you're talking about like what weapons we're going to see, what the meta is like, it's going to be a lot of Bruins, a lot of fouls, a lot of MP5s. The Bruin has really taken over at the high level lately.
And for those who don't know, the Bruin is a light machine gun. A gun that, like, whenever I see the default one on the ground, I'm like, don't even pick it up. Just skip it.
It's so
a lot of players are running with the LMG these days. Why is the Bruin now, I guess, usable in Warzone?
Well, I think it was always good. Just people had really tried it because you have to unlock it. Like, you don't just get it naturally. You had to, like, get 3 kills in smokes through 15 games. A lot of people just didn't do that right away, but it just started to get really popular lately. But what makes it so good, it's the magazine. You can change it from whatever it is, like 100 down to 60. It gives you a bonus to movement speed, bonus to ADS speed, bonus to basically everything, and it makes it feel more like an AR. There's the W. Finn able to take it. He's playing on a couch. I don't know if I can do that. I need my back support.
Right? Somebody get this man a lower back pillow. Legion, he's all sorted in his DX racer, ready to go. So Finn's coming out of the gulag. We've got Legion still on the map, neither with a ton of money. And actually, as I say that, Legion is going to have to fight for his life. So the boards are just going to float for a minute. Interesting setup for Finn. He's got a little green screen in the background. He's got one pillow of support, microphone hanging out in front of him. I like the setup, Finn. Making it work during quarantine. It's a little gangster.
Just an incredible head of hair on him, too.
The mop, ever growing. All right, what's the plan here for Legion and and for young Finn?
Well, they've got the scavenger mark because they're going to need money. The main thing here is they have a loadout drop in about a minute, so they need to float near each other, be close, so they can both get loadout. But I think that's kind of the plan. They're really just waiting on loadout to fall now. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Their comms, it's going to be pure comedy the entire time. If these guys are posting monster games while trolling, it's going to blow my mind.
Production, is it too soon? Can we crank up the mics? This is Legion. This is Finn Wolfhard, 2 of our favorites in the tournament, 2 of the funniest gamers competing for some Chipotle burritos.
Yeah. Basically, the other guy was like, oh, thanks for doing the actual job that I needed you to do. And then you got screwed on your kill, so... I want you to break your ankles so bad on accident just now, dude. I felt it. Biggest, heaviest guns possible. Our loadout's dropping 20 seconds. So let's just try to get enough money here so we can get some like self-revives or something. We'll play together. Get a couple self-revives, then start to pop off. It'll be a great day. We have a great afternoon to play. You know, the best part is, bro, you have an excuse to play for 3 straight hours, bro, uninterrupted. Love to see it. Come back to me. Look at that shirt, Paradise.
Hunted.
right, listen, we gotta start.
There's a helicopter that's dropping on us.
He's above. That's them. That's them. One's above us. We kind
of
come here to me. Look at that shirt, Paradise.
There's a helicopter that's dropping on us.
All right, listen, we gotta start. We kind of gotta put. He's above. That's them. That's them. One's above us.
Yeah, I see.
We kind of need to move. He's above you.
I hit him. He's gonna kill me.
Another guy here.
Oh fuck.
Bro, why are you literally got hunted and they soared on you like a falcon?
LG from the ground, not the easiest fight to take there for Finn. It looks like they're off to a slow start. Meanwhile, the FaZe boys already in the helicopter.
Yeah, you'll see this a lot in duos. Well, really any mode. Just the mobility it allows you to get, and sometimes you get fortunate that people don't shoot at it a lot. You can use it for long stretches and just fly, fight the fight. You don't have to worry about C4 as much like you would in one of the ground vehicles. So Chopper could absolutely be the play. I mean, I've seen teams just put up monster numbers because for whatever reason that lobby doesn't want to beam the Chopper because you can take it down pretty quickly. But this is the Bruin I was talking about, and you'll see a mix of scopes on it. You'll see the red dot, the hollow, the VLK. There's a lot of different preferences there, but Chris, once you see somebody hit shots with it, the thing is an absolute tank. It's basically
to see this laser beam.
It's basically just a better GRAW, which I didn't actually think was scientifically possible.
Yeah, the GRAW, of course, the assault rifle you saw about 95% of the competitors using last time we did this Challenger Series. Now taking a look at the Bruin for the first time in this competition. MP5, I think, is going to be the regular SMG of choice. What's Nick running today?
Yeah, he's running MP5 in Bruin. That'll be the secondary for most people. Yesterday I saw a couple players run the FAL, which is like a weird secondary to run, but you can legitimately get
rifle, right?
Yeah, it's like a shotgun. You can get 3-shot kills when you're up close and personal. The thing is ludicrous. It kills faster than anything. I've gotten first shot with the MP5, which is incredibly strong at close range, and been killed before I got like 3 bullets out. But it looks like it's going to actually be Kilo for Swagg and then Bruin for Nick. And those have probably been the 2 most popular guns when you talk about your primary.
I just love this duo. You know Nick's in it when you don't see his eyebrows. He's deep in the game right now. Swagg on the other side, a little bit more calm and collected with his gameplay. But this is like a duo that we see teaming up in all of these Challenger events and all of the charity tournaments. They've got a lot of time together by now.
Yeah, they play together a ton, and what's interesting here is that they're probably going to enjoy this because when you think to how the Nickmercs tournament works, the one that he hosts, like you have a KD limit and you have to kind of balance your team. It's almost like a fantasy draft to build whatever you can within a KD limit. But here they just get to play with each other. That's all you have to worry about. They've got a lot of chemistry and definitely a team that has a chance to make the run and take this entire thing as they continue to roll through squads. The biggest issue for both, they just don't have a lot of money or many plates right now, but at least Nick found a couple so he can get the full health.
I see a lot of people in the chat right now spamming code. Don't worry, guys. We will tell you when you can win your burritos. It is not burrito time yet, but just know that we're heating them up. We're getting them warm for you. They're coming. In the first hour of gameplay, we will be doing a burrito drop. We will let you know when that's going down. For now, we're checking in with some of the best squads. This is Nickmercs alongside Swagg representing the FaZe clan. Nick already sitting on 4 kills. I didn't see what Swagg had at the moment, but we're going to be keeping you up to date. And also throughout this tournament, it looks like the squad is now going to be on 12 kills after that pick. But we'll be updating you with the top 10 list. Remember, only the top 4 best scores are going to count towards your end game total.
We'll see what kind of numbers these guys put up. I mean, a lot of times these tournaments, they defy my expectations, so we're probably going to see some bombs, but Nick trying to hunt for more. There's a knock. You can see how quickly just the time to kill in the Bruin is insane. Yeah. Just smokes him before he can get around the edge.
And I was worried about the mobility with this thing, but he's able to move. You just pull out that SMG, you're able to go full run.
Yeah,
find a second down.
Yeah, that'll be the big thing for the SMG is the running speed, but even the mobility on the Bruin isn't that bad because the mag, like I said, like it's still decent. But yeah, for the most part, when you're trying to cover ground quickly, it'll be sub out.
There we go.
Look at Jack Courage Dunline. Man, he's a handsome man.
Oh, he gets stronger every day. Look at him now. He's flexing the left bicep. More importantly, on the right side, we got Dillon Francis taking a minute to break away from the keyboard and hop onto the sticks one more time, playing alongside Courage. We've seen Dillon Francis in the past. What's he able to do today? Looks like he's got himself a weapon of choice.
Well, if anything, he's just going keyboard to keyboard. I think it might be the case. But it's a fresh drop. As you can see, there's still 134 in the lobby. They're fighting over near the silos, just trying to get some money, trying to work towards loadout. I should have a nice pinch onto both these players. As Courage now working the flank.
He's like, I'll clean these up for you, Dillon. I got you. You just break their armor. I'll finish the job. There's the first. Here's the second. Cowboy on the other side of a door. Courage goes down.
Yeah, he is going to get thirsted and finished. Going to be on Dillon to try and get the trade. I think Courage still has his gulag, so not in a bad spot. He'll be able to get back in quickly. Dillon, though, is... I thought he was going to somehow win that, but couldn't track him. Hey, it's Bailey. He said he got a little too scared. He got hit him to one shot, but couldn't get the kill. Now it's going to be on the boat to win their gulags.
Now that I've had a second chance to go
Courage.
burrito. Let me get...
Pay attention. You'll be out there soon.
Chicken.
You're up next. Get ready.
He's talking about burrito.
I like that.
I made a big mistake, Chris. I made a big mistake. Taking one bite of burrito is not something anyone should ever do, because now all I can think about is the fact that I have the rest of the burrito next to me, but I can't eat it currently because I need to commentate.
I'm
and
so
I want
sorry.
it so bad. My mouth is watering.
Come right here. Someone either below us. Hold up.
Chase Edmonds alongside Kyler Murray, the Arizona Cardinals. Gonna get roasted indoors. Both are sent to the gulag at the same time. I didn't get a chance to see how many kills they're sitting on, but keep your eyes on this duo. They've been playing BRs together. Looks like Kyler sitting on 1. On the other side, Chase already with 3. Has an opportunity for a 4th kill here. This is my favorite round, by the way. The throwing knives. Oh, so clean, Chase. Well done.
That's your favorite? Oh, every time I get that, I just tell my teammates, you better have 4,500 because I'm dead.
Just bank it off the wall, Maven. You know, you gotta go for the trick shots.
I am not good with throwing knives. I never have been. I just stink with them.
Oh, it's been since GoldenEye. I still got it in my bones. All right, it's now time. What can Kyler do? Chase is already on the map.
He's got the SKS. Nice little chow, able to take it. So both players win their gulag, right back into the mix. But basically everyone we're hopping to just kind of right around super or post super, just trying to get that first game rolling and see what kind of score they can post.
Coming back in with just a pistol, always tough, especially when surrounded by enemies. Chase is going to call that one out to Kyler, who will be dropping on him shortly. Question is, what weapons will they find? Sniper rifle and a pistol, not the best. Now he has a hell spawn. Man, what's your take on the hell spawn? If I'm early game, this is my go-to gun.
It's not bad. I think as far as ground loot,
Got one down.
Bison for me. Bruin maybe is like a secondary, and the foul is nuts as well. But this is like a decent. You can fight with it for sure, but it's not going to be great against the loadout guns at range. That's for sure.
At range, it's pretty terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, and the problem with like this early of a death is you still, when they drop back in, they still have about 3-4 minutes till their loadout's going to fall. So that's why you saw them grab a scab, just try to build up their economy, get the cash. And it looks like
I'll be forgetting.
Skylar dropped like he got away. Yeah, so this might be a reset sooner than later.
Right,
So what would your strategy be? So players, of course, can back out of the game and restart one, because it's only about finishing with your top 4 scores within that 3-hour window. When do you pull the plug and call it quits?
It's really dependent on everyone, but this type of start where they have like 4 or 5 kills and you're in a full reset, I probably would just go ahead and reset it personally. But right back over to Tommy and Allman. We'll see if they're rolling. How many kills do they have currently? I can't tell.
8 on Almond. Tommy on
similar, I think, like 8 apiece, maybe.
Yeah. We'll catch it in a second. It looks like 68 players left in the lobby as well, so they're past the middle point of this game. Almond's got a back full of cash, and he's going to dump it out now. UAV self-revives. Name of the game at this point.
Yeah, just enough to get both the key purchases, and they'll continue to get moving, and it looks like they're going to be splitting for now. So you usually see this quite a bit in duos, especially when there's not like a ton of points for the win, because it's really more dependent on kills. And it's hard to split like solo and quads because a 1v4 is so tough in this game with self-res, but a 1v2 for these players is really not difficult at all. So you're going to see a ton of splitting, and that's what they're working now. They can go ahead and chain UAVs, and what's great about it is that the UAV pops on each individual, so the more they're split, the more ground they can actually cover with the UAV.
And shout out to our production team. We got our top 10 list for the first time. This is a live look at all of our competitors. 43 teams at the top of them all. It's Symfuhny and HusKerrs. Didn't even recognize these two were playing together when we went over the teams list. That's a stacked lineup. You got Koi and Gangstas, another squad to look out for today in number 2. And we highlighted them from the qualifiers. Clutch, Belk, and Luvi today in 3rd right now with 17 points.
Yeah, Symfuhny and HusKerrs should be really good. Like they've had so many deep runs in previous tournaments, especially in the duo like wager format. They've fallen a bit short to like Vikkstar and company a couple times against like EU rosters, but yep, they're really good. Definitely clearly one of the favorites here. But Almond now approaching double digits, still a UAV pop. Looks like there's people towards Boneyard that he can work with. That's a proximity mine. Thankfully hasn't hit him too hard, but he's worried about more ghost players on him, and these can be stressful fights for sure.
Yeah, I thought I saw someone out back. It looks like he's taking his time as well. Tommy, meanwhile, not in a position to support. As Maven mentioned earlier, they're going for the divide and conquer strat. Just had a player drop in from the gulag on top of him. Has another one around the corner. Tommy, he's going to have to fight his way out of this one. Just the MP5 at hand.
We'll see if he can get it done. Just trying to hunt for these players, TV. It looks like he's below him. And he's just going to go for it. Has the hip fire laser. Shots nice. On point. There's the first down. Now, is there a second player with Ghost here is the question, or was that kind of... There he is. Enough ammo on the clip to take that fight. Nice little squad wipe there from Tommy. Makes it look easy.
How many bullets did he miss, Maven? I counted 0.
Not many yet. Tommy is very good at Warzone. And, well, just Call of Duty in general. But he's got a couple wins this year to his name. And you can see how split they are.
I was looking on esportsearnings.com, and a few of these guys are well into 6 figures already in 2020 and climbing. Lots of money, lots of opportunities to score big here in Warzone. Today, though, the only opportunity, well, I guess the second time that you have an opportunity to win a year's supply of burritos along with your cash, all thanks to Chipotle.
Every time you're going to mention burritos, it's going to kill me a little bit. It's just,
I already ate my chips and guac. You got to throw down a base layer.
It's 2 feet from me. So every time, this is what I'm going to do. Every time we do a giveaway, I'm just going to go ahead and take another bite. That's probably going to be my tactic, my burrito tactics.
I like that. This is Symfuhny, of course. One of the best players in the tournament. One of my favorite to watch. If you don't follow him on Instagram, follow purely for the Warzone clips he posts of him just 180 burning someone across the map.
Yeah, if you talk about Symfuhny, I mean, the guy gets accused of cheating about 30 times a day, but doesn't. It's probably the biggest compliment you can receive. He's insane. He is insane. I play with him, I don't know, sometimes like every morning, like every week, and he's just nuts. Very fun to watch.
Spamming the contraband, not able to connect quite yet, but his teammate is in position to lay down the law. HusKerrs taking heavy fire, gonna have to back up and get that revive. And early on, not super high score, but there's 91 bodies left in the lobby. We got 4 kills on Symfuhny. We'll check out HusKerrs in a moment. And we just got an update from our producer, Maven. We have burritos incoming. Within the next 10 minutes, burritos are on their way.
That sounds very exciting. Very exciting. But we'll see if they can get this pushed done and get the kills. I think both of them are running GRAW, which, I mean, it's still good. It's still very good since the nerf, but I'm a little surprised to see, like, it feels like most people have kind of switched over to the Kilo or Bruin at this point, but they're going to be GRAW MP5.
Just still comfortable with it, even if it is a little bit weaker now.
Yeah, and well, there you see how talented they are. Nice shots. Wow. They're able to team shot him out of the sky. That's an easy pick. And for now, they're playing together. A lot of times, like, once you get a little bit of money going and you get this loadout, you'll see the split. But it looks like their strategy, at least for now, is just fly, mow through teams, get a vehicle, and just keep it rolling as fast as you can. I can't tell quite how far their rotation is, but they're still early into the game. I mean, they haven't even had loadout drop. That's not for another minute and a half. Yeah, the only problem, and sometimes with duos, well, any of the modes just over the past couple of months, you run into these situations where first circle's ending and you've got 60 people left in the game. And unfortunately for them, it seems like that might be the case. It might be one of those lobbies just kind of falling off fast. So they need to find their kills. They need to find them quick.
Time to go hunting quickly. Speaking of top scores so far on the day, Jukies and KingRichard just posted up a 33 bomb. Remember, we're going to take your kills. We're also going to add a 5-point bonus for the match win. They are still in the middle of that game one, it looks like, but 33 points already. Not a bad start for one of the best from Europe in Jukies, and of course, a familiar face here on Twitch and KingRichard.
Yeah, I imagine that score is still an active game, so we'll see what they're able to post once they get through it. But now looking to push into Police Station, but we'll swap over to who you just mentioned in KingRichard and Jukies.
So this is actually their second game. So that 33, which I thought was going to be a really strong first game, might actually be one of their low scores on the day.
Yeah, that shouldn't be one of their top 4. I don't think it's going to be one of their top 4.
Yeah, but Jukies definitely is a player that I would not be afraid or would not be surprised to see 33 kills on just him. He is one of the fastest players out there, and this man holds forward like none other.
He is definitely one of EU's brightest when you talk about Warzone. We'll see what kind of bombs they can put up. But yeah, early in the game, just starting to get Loadout and work back into it. I'm assuming by their position on the map, they must have dropped one Gulags and got reset. Because there's still 100 left, so I think that's the case. This is probably their reset areas. Now they can get rolling.
I'm going to go village over here. It's probably people.
Trying to hear what the game plan is from this duo. This is Jukies, this is KingRichard. Let us know in the chat. Who do you guys want to watch today? Reminder, we've got burritos coming your way soon, so stay tuned, chat. I see you spamming the code. That's not how you get it. All you got to do is watch, listen for the instructions, and then respond.
So this is what I was talking about, Chris. This is sort of that Bruin foul setup. He has like a no stock foul, so he's going to use it almost like it's a shotgun. It'll be your weapon for speed. It's like his SMG or shotgun. And if he gets into engagement, you're going to watch how fast this can kill. It's absolutely ludicrous, but it looks like they're starting to split now that they got Loadout, quality beams there, added Jukies to knock one. If we can get back to KingRichard, I want to see if he's getting that push in, because that'll be a squad wipe now for Jukies. I think he's just trying to locate where the player is on him.
Is it better or worse than the dual pistols? When everyone's running the magnums with the snaking,
it might. Okay, well, that was a really bad example of how good the foul is, because he's got punched in the face by an RPG and dropped.
Maven, I have great news. Sorry, I'm gonna have to cut you off. I have to cut you off right now, Maven, because for the first time today, our first round of burritos are dropping. The first 2,000 people to text ACE234. That's ACE234 to 888-222 will receive their free burrito. Maven is munching on his. Get yours right now. ACE234 to 888-222. Get your text in now. Get your Chipotle burrito for the rest of the show.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, I'm just jealous watching Maven eat here on our side cameras. Meanwhile, KingRichard is having to drop in after a little time in the gulag. Jukies fighting for his life in a low-scoring start. We got 5 kills on KingRichard. I didn't get a chance to see the final number. I believe it was 9 on Jukies before he went into the gulag.
All right, well, I assume that is where they reset because of where they were, but they hadn't used their gulags. So maybe they dropped TV or hangers, had a quick rotation over there. But we'll see if they can get back into it and both win their gulags. What did you ask me right before?
It was, is the foul stronger than the dual pistols were indoors?
No, in the sense you don't have the same mobility with those, because those you're a lot quicker and can strafe a lot faster and stuff. But the foul, if you hit your shots, it might be faster, man. It's really comparable. The time to kill is obnoxious. It is so fast. Well, that's an easy gulag win.
Don't even look at me. Don't even, just run for me, son. Jukies is going to take the flag and drop right back in. We'll see what KingRichard was able to scrounge up. He's running around with just some common LMGs. A little bit of early ammo. No dollars, though, in the bank.
He may have zipped up.
Maven, I've got great news.
What is the great news?
Burritos. The bad news, I've already given out 2,000 burritos in what, a minute 30 seconds?
Wait,
well done, Chad.
It happened that fast? All the burritos
Let's go, Wild Boy Frazier. Let's see, who else has got one? We got Skeletor saying he got his. Bobby got one. Shout out to Bry. Dia, Gilligan, everyone feasting out here. 2,000 burritos already dropped off.
I go double chicken, white rice, black beans in the red, like the hottest salsa, and oh, it is so tasty. I'm sweating a little bit by the end. I don't think anything brings me more happiness in the entire world than when you're in the middle of a burrito just enjoying life.
When you hit that guac and sour cream pocket at the same time, that's my favorite part of the burrito. This is a look at Nadeshot alongside Cloaksy. Go back to the burrito talk, though. That's more important.
No, this is more important, actually. I'm gonna tell you a story, a quick story. Nadeshot, you know, he's what, gold medalist. Yeah, one of the better Call of Duty players of all time. Ran into him in Superstore the other day. Smoked him. Absolutely smoked him. Then same game, bumped him in the gulag. Absolutely smoked him.
You 2-2'd him?
Oh yeah, just smoked him. So if we know anything, it's that I am the superior gamer to Nadeshot. But love the guy. Love the guy.
CEO of 100 Thieves, also Maven's victim. Great resume there from Nadeshot. Taking and fired Cloaksy, both of them sent to the gulag.
And the clip, dude. It's so good. He rages. He falls out of his chair. It's so good.
He didn't have dead silence.
Does it have 1 billion likes on Twitter yet? Chipotle stream. Can we get them 2 billion likes? Let's post that up at halftime.
It's been a while now, but man, did he get smoked. Looks like we're looking at the updated leaderboards now. Reader and Landon now up to 52 points. Repulse and Biffle I watched yesterday. The MPAM Gauntlet, he was disgusting. He averaged about 20 kills a game. I think he has over a 6. It's like a 6.14 KD or something outrageous. He is so good.
Reader, of course, working with Landon to drop that 52 bomb. You will see Nadeshot and Cloaksy sitting pretty at 5th place right now, the team on your screen. And earlier we showed you KingRichard and Jukies. 33 is good enough to keep him in the top 7 for now. Nadeshot, no luck in the log. He is going to get shot to the heart with a crossbow.
Yeah, and you already saw he left, so that's going to be a reset. That makes sense. Just get out of it, get a new game going. But as you see, like the top score so far, that's kind of what I figured. Like a decent game is going to be around that 50 mark. It's just going to be what team has a couple of those crazy ones. Yeah. I think the world record in duos, if I remember correctly, is like 74. It's like in that area, so it is tough to put up that high of numbers. But anyone that's approaching 70, any 60 plus, like that's probably going to be who takes this entire thing if they can post a few of those.
Chad, I got to ask you, out of our 43 teams competing today for the $25,000 grand prize, who is your favorite? We will be jumping around to all of your favorite squads. This is Mutex playing alongside Aydan. Aydan, of course, one of the best BR players since he started competing. He's been able to pick up any game and rock with it. Mutex on the other side is he's born and raised in the Call of Duty universe.
And they've got they have 21 now with like 70 left. So depending on how Circle plays out here, this is one where they could get around that 50 mark if they're able to find a lot of them. But that's also what's tough. I mean, that applies to every mode, but there's just that RNG element in BRs. Like if a Circle pulls you downtown, it gets that much harder. We'll see if they're maybe blessed with a little bit of luck, but you can see how split they are currently, both trying to take their 1v2s. Mutex hit down to about half HP, but able to take it. He's now got 14 on the board. He's having one hell of a map.
Mutex is frying right now. You can just see him waiting outside for challengers. And now we got Aydan picking up some challengers of his own. Thank you for the free cash, buddy. 10,000 on Mutex. Aydan with 4,300. When you get to this point in the game, Maven, what are we starting to invest in?
I mean, it's really just UAVs. I mean, that's the main thing. UAV. They don't have stealth yet, so that's got to be, on their mind at some point. But once he gets stealth, that is all. And you can see he's running the shoddy as well. And that thing too, not many players run it, but it's similar in the sense of like the foul. Like you're at close range. That thing, it can take someone from full armor to dead in like 2 shots. So and it shoots so quickly. So it's nuts, but I haven't seen many people run it in like competitive tournaments. I saw Aydan doing a little bit yesterday. Guess he's right back to it.
Yeah, is that the SOG? Let us know. We got Mutex up top high ground, and he's got a team beneath him. One of them with the sniper rifle. I'll put that away, son. You're about to get fried. Mutex taking very safe angles, though. When you're split off without any help, no opportunity to come back from mistakes, and he is going to be able to down the first one, replay it up, and go for the squad finish. These two are they're just flying around the map, Maven. I'm looking, and they're not in the same place. Every minute, they're on a different location. Mutex now up to 16 kills. Aydan should be pushing double digits.
I got you. I'm gonna drop it right now.
Yeah, this is chance to drop a pretty monster game for sure. Maybe one of the highest we've had in the early game. But he's only got 1 point. And to your point, like when you're split, I mean, you can play aggro, you can play aggressive, you need to, but you do have to play your angles a little bit more when you don't have self-res. Like you can ego challenge stuff a little bit more. If you're, if you have cover to get behind, you can self on people, but neither of them have it. So it's a bit scarier of a position. He only has 1 extra plate to use.
And we do have a jailbreak coming in about 30 seconds, though. So that means we've got, what, 48 on the map right now? 46 on the map? Keep your eyes on that number. I feel like it's getting lower and lower.
It's usually about 10, typically. But almost exactly 10, right? I think that's usually like 10 to 12, I think, is what I've seen. But that's a little bit fortunate for them. You get a little RNG luck there to get some added players back into the game. There's more potential here for a big game.
Do you prefer jailbreak or fire sale when you're playing?
I think when I first heard it announced, I thought it would be jailbreak, but probably fire sale, just because it's a free self-res, and the fact that only 10 players get back into the game, you never know where they're going to be dropping. You might not get any of those kills anyway. I think I got to say fire sale, especially since it applies to every buy. It's not like one buy you have to move to. It's just anywhere you go on the map.
And another one for Mutex. Now, finally, we do have Aydan sent. Well, he already used his gulag, so he's out for the moment. Mutex has to work his way to the buy zone. Has one to his right. He's just kind of clearing this area before he goes all in.
Yeah, this is like one of the sketchier buys in the game. When you think about that, there's little to no cover when you try to hit this. If there's anyone top TV, you're in a lot of trouble. So, yeah, he has had to take his time and be patient.
Nice work.
He gets the UAV, he gets the buyback in, and now it looks like he's going to soar all the way for loadout, which since he was fighting Boneyard, that dropped all the way back train, which couldn't be further than it is from his teammate, but it should be able to get him back into the action quickly.
Yeah, they're right here driving.
Nice work calling it out as well from above.
I wonder if I should just land on my old.
And is Aydan going to come down for some pistol support? Is he going all the way across the map? It looks like he is going to continue to divide and conquer while Mutex is just going to handle business. That's number 14 in the bank, looking for 15 nearby. Or is that 18? Excuse me, 18 kills now for Mutex.
And we'll see. Circle, it looks like Circle is going to avoid downtown for the most part. It's still a little bit of it in, but that bodes well for them in the sense of finding a lot of these final 44 kills. I wonder how many people he can actually lock in, because Mutex, if he's playing by himself over here, this is going to be, tough. He's got to fight kind of hospital and downtown rotations. There's a billion rooftops, a billion buildings. Luckily for him, the 2 players he spotted are ground level, so that makes this far more manageable. Both have been cracked. One has been knocked. This should be an easy 2 as he looks to find the final player.
And I see a lot of people fired up to watch Justin Herbert production. If we can get over to the LA Chargers quarterback eventually, drafted here in 2020, top 6, competing in some Warzone today. We'll be popping over around to a number of screens. This is one of your top contenders with Aydan and Mutex. Mutex now into the 20s. Aydan will be contributing as he has gotten back to the loadout drop. And here's a look at GoldGlove.
It's so frustrating.
GoldGlove. Spectating.
Goldie, they cracked me up yesterday. So, I mentioned like for the Nickmercs tournaments, you have like a KD cap, right? And everyone tries to get as close as they can. Like if it's 12, you want to have like 11.59. Like you're trying to get as close to it as you can. His team is like him, Jericho, Diesel. They come in with it was like a 7.2 KD. They didn't care. They just put together a squad to have fun. They're an entertaining crew. Some of my favorite streamers on Twitch, and Goldie, he's been streaming since I was basically an infant.
Right, one of the first on Twitch that I used to follow, and Smitty, his teammate for the day, another Twitch streamer. Gold back into the action now, as the men are going to be hunting. Taking a look at the kills, though, pretty low-scoring game early on. Just 3 for Smitty, I believe. GoldGlove, less than 5.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them, I think, to keep up with some of the top players, but you never know. They might be able to put some magic together, but not the craziest of starts, as you mentioned. But hey, they're both alive. The biggest downside right now is just not a lot of cash.
What's your personal high score, Maven?
28, I think, is the most that I've gotten.
Okay. I like that.
Nothing. I snipe a lot. Like I run in P7 snipe a lot, though. It's really hard to put up insane games like versus running Gra or Bruin or something. I just like to run around and snipe. I enjoy it.
All right, they went with the most wanted. I feel like not the best of all of the different challenges you can take on in a 2v2 mode?
Yeah, I don't know if that was accidental or if they just want to bait some people into the fight. I mean, the one good thing about it sometimes if you're playing together is people expect that it's going to be one person trying to get their teammates back. Like I've had it, we're playing squads, right? And you see a most wanted, you're assuming it's one guy trying to hide, then suddenly there's 4 of them there and you get caught. But speaking of getting caught, GoldGlove's going to get burned from behind. Didn't hear anything? Yep, I've said that about 7,000 times playing this game.
All good, GoldGlove. This is a look at Justin Herbert. A lot of people are asking for him, the QB, showing what he can do in Call of Duty.
Well, his first priority is probably to find some ammo. As you can see, he has no bullets in his gun currently, but they dropped at this kind of little village warehouse combo right outside of Boneyard. And you can see with the players left in the lobby, it's going to be a fresh drop. He has a precision to work with. They're pretty close, I think, to loadout money. Just need a couple more $1,000 and they can really get something rolling. But yeah, no, it's been cool to see some of these athletes, some of these celebrities show what they're capable of competing with the world's best.
Justin today playing with Kellen Strom. And so far, they're just going to be out in the open, making their way over to the hangars. And he's calling in airstrikes already. 80 bullets in an LMG. Not much to play with here. You got to get some kills and steal your opponent's gear, or you just got to stay on the move and keep looting.
Well, I guess he thought they hopped out of the car and were pushing them based on where he called that airstrike, but I haven't been able to spot where these guys actually went.
Justin's stream's a little grainy, so let's keep it moving. Here's one of our female squads competing today. We got FemSteph on your right, CRAY on your left. CRAY, part of the LA crew. Always into a good time of gaming, playing alongside Diesel, GoldGlove, and the rest. And she can be nasty on the sticks, Maven.
I want to see it. I think it's the first time I've watched her stream. I'll see what she's capable of. But they're early into the game as well. She's just looking to loot up, grab cash, and see what they can get going. I think she might have heard something.
And Fem definitely did outside of this door. I believe there's someone on her rooftop.
These situations always stress me out. It's always stressful. You hear somebody close by, but like with the multi-layers, it'd be so hard to identify where exactly at times.
Do you push them? I think you got to, Steph. It's a bot race. Time to go hunt them down.
Well, the problem is like the time limit on the supply run. Like the supply run is a contract that got added, well, relatively recently, like a month ago. You know, you pick it up, it marks a buy that's usually not very close to you. You have to track over to it, and then you get one free purchase. So she wants to buy back her teammate. The issue is you have a time limit on, right? Like she's only got just under 60 seconds to get to it and still quite a ways to go. There's a car nearby. Yeah, no, she might have to grab the car to get there. I don't think she's going to get there in time on foot.
Book it, Steph. Just to buy on as well. Not the best weapon at range to defend yourself. Just going to be able to grab a few plates on the way, though. And might just decide to give up on the supply run, find the cash, and bring her back in. $2,000 away from bringing CRAY in.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought she was going to get the vehicle and was trying to make a run for it. But, yeah, not going to be able to get there on foot in time. But as you mentioned, plenty of cash to go. I think she's headed towards the bunker buy, so hopefully that's unlooted and she can find the cash there. That's actually been one of the nicest things for regaining lately. With a couple updates ago, they made it so there's a lot more cash in the ground, a lot more cash in chest. It's infinitely easier to get your partners back into it, and we'll see if she can do it. But now who we started the day with, we've got Finn and Legion. We'll see if they can pop off. Looking to get looted up.
Taking a look at the numbers, 5 kills for Legion right now. 75 players left in the lobby. Legion doesn't need the bait and trade. He's just going to re-peek himself and do the damage. Finn's going to grab the gear, and they're going to keep flowing. Finn looking for his first pick still, but the duo running together here. And Legion is being hunted right now, Maven.
Don't worry about it. He's bad. He's not going to
Well, Legion was being hunted, Maven, until the RPGs found him.
Yeah, no, they're just spamming rockets into his window, which hasn't been as common a strat as it was early game since the rocket nerf, but He's able to get back up. Now we'll see if they can take the fight. Finn's going to get knocked. Finn's going to get finished. He was on 0 kills, so not the dream start anyway, but Legion does have 6. He, I think, is going to have the cash to buy him back based on the comms.
Just mentally prepare yourself. Listen,
Mentally prepare yourself. Get in the zone. I'm bringing you back, baby. And that's how Finn got roasted. Legion already trading out that kill as you guys watched. Loadout drop is here right next to the buy zone. This is playing out well for him.
What do you say? Looty, 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 loot. What a fantastic song.
Don't pop it.
Oh, man, we got the hooligans. Smitty and the Barstool crew back today. Honk on your right, Smitty on your left. And I love that with sports shutting down, they have just gone all in on gaming. And this crew, they don't always win, Maven, but they always entertain.
No, they always have a fantastic time. You mentioned the entertainment. I kind of want to listen to it, Chris. Let's go to a listen in here for a little bit. Hear these guys' comms.
Finish that burrito for me.
Yeah, no, I might try to.
Oh, they might be doing our strategy. They might be getting that car. You shoot?
Nope, they're on the roof. They're on the roof.
Which roof?
They're dropping down.
I'm behind you. I'm behind you.
I know. I down one. Attack. He's like to your right. He's to your right. He's to your right. He's to your right. Still there. He's still there. He's right around the corner now. Right around the corner. I'll ping him.
Oh, I can.
He's on the front. He's in the front. He's in the front of the store. He's in the front of the store. Go straight. He's right there. You see him. Get him, honk. He's over the wall.
Come on! Fuck!
Honk's not happy with that one.
It's effort, honk. It's effort.
Oh.
I'm gonna check towers really quick.
Yeah, let me know what's up there. If nothing, I'm gonna go back and buy
Switching over to our FaZe Clan boys. On the right, Nickmercs. On your left, Swagg. 16 kills for Nick, 11 already for Swagg. So you're looking at 27 kills at this point with 29 left in the lobby. And of course, a few could still come back from the log.
You can buy ammo box.
Chilling. Yeah, actually can.
I'm popping this. Right.
What do you gave me?
Oh, dude. Oh, you fucking flew.
Nice, Nick. I got 2 more green.
All right, Christopher, I'm back. I haven't got deep into the burrito, but it's better than it was 10 minutes ago.
I'm so deep in my burrito right now. I'm using shit to scoop it out.
It's aging with time like a fine wine. I'll see if they can close it out for the 5 extra points as Nick gets hit down to very low HP. So that's finesse his life. Try to get plated back up before he can re-engage. Good thing they've been playing together, so he's got Swagg here to help so they can look for the finish.
And they're already sitting on 28 kills, Maven. Swagg with 11, make it 12 now. Nick helping him out. Squad is rolling right here. There's only 20 players left in the lobby, so you gotta hold forward.
And that's it's tough. It is tough to drop really big games in duos. Like you kind of need the lobby. Like you need like a bot lobby sometimes, and you can tell. Usually it's when you pop a UAV and the map lights up like a Christmas light. You know that you've got a good lobby, but
no ghost on the map.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just really difficult. The pacing of it is definitely a bit different than quads. So they've been putting together a solid game, but if they close this out, they're probably going to be sitting around 40 or so kills unless they can find basically every single one on the map at the tail end of this game. But it does slow down a bit in a good way at the end of games. Usually players don't die out that quickly. If you hunt, you can usually find a lot of the final kills.
Yeah, if you're the aggressor, you can always find more. Here's a nice push from Swagg as he is going to survive that blast from the C4. He's going to get fully plated back up before going to challenge the rooftop. Now, you just saw Swagg killed the other player on the ground. So it's the C4 up top that is going to break this, and he's going to pull it back out. Maven, I was watching the Bruin earlier from Nickmercs. Do you have to tap that gun? Is it like single shot? Okay. Nick, just hold down the trigger, man. Just unleash the beast.
Yeah, usually I wasn't here when he was doing it, but you usually don't need to tap it. I mean, it's a laser beam at long range, unless you're, I don't know, maybe try to pick someone off like you know, a really good piece of cover. But yeah, no, you can hold it down and just gun people. But now it looks like the rotation is going to pull them over to Boneyard. They think they've got more action here inside of Train. They can both nab a UAV too, which might that's actually probably the play right now. Just get to the buy, grab a couple of UAVs, and then keep rolling.
Do you risk mobility at this point? Is there any need for a car, ATV, or do you simply hoof it from here on out?
I personally do not like getting in vehicles unless I have a trophy, because 99.9% of players run C4, and like the blast radius covers half the map, and it's just there's nothing more frustrating than having a good game, like a solid game like they have, destroyed by a C4. So more than likely at this point, just keep it on foot, fly as fast as you can, fight the fight, unless you find a trophy or something.
UAV only lighting up one team. You can see Swagg has already identified them, and they are holding forward. Player in front of them melted. That means there's a second one nearby, in addition to the two that were on the mini map. So nice little push coming out of the FaZe clan, and there is that second player spotted.
We'll see how he opts to play this. Doesn't run stun or anything, which can simplify these pushes. You see most of these guys are gonna be running the heartbeat sensor, but that gives you some information.
Yeah, he's not around this corner. Jumps right in, looking for him, hiding in a garage as always. Kill confirmed by Nickmercs. It's number 19 for him. They're pushing on 40. Had two more players nearby, and we'll see what they're able to do. We'll jump back in later.